What's up, Winnicott?
Happy trimester 3.
Wow, I can't believe we only have one more trimester left of high school.
I know, I feel like just last week I was getting lost in the hallway.
That's because it was last week. I had to show you where the E-wing was.
Well, you know what else was last week? The musical.
Wow, that segue was not forced at all.
Anyway, Maggie has a story on this year's spring musical, Cinderella.
Roll it.
This past weekend, the Winnicott Theater Department held their annual spring musical. This year's musical was Cinderella. You pretty much know how the story goes, so let's take a closer look on how the show went.
I think the show went amazing. Aside from a few bumps, it was an amazing, magical show. Everyone had a great time, and it's great to see the people afterwards and just get their opinion on how it went and seeing how happy it makes everyone.
I was amazed. We had a young cast this year, young leads, a little bit of inexperience, but they rose every night. They rose to new expectations, got better and better, and they blew me away tonight.
You are breathless with wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted along the sky above the park, and behold the middle of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
Lots of hard work and prep went into the production of the show. The cast, crew, and pit band have been working tirelessly for the past 3 months to bring the fantasy to life.
Well, we auditioned back in December. We've been rehearsing for about 3 months. We had choreography rehearsals, blocking rehearsals, vocal rehearsals, pit rehearsals, and then we had Tech Week this week, rehearsed till 7 o'clock every day, getting ready for the show.
Well, prep really starts as soon as we start our auditions. Tech crew gets together, we see what we have, and we start. We start as soon as we can. The 2 or 3 weeks leading up to Tech Crew took a lot of energy. We're here till 8:30, 9, 10 o'clock at night sometimes. I know that I go home and do more tech when I get home. It takes a lot of prep, but it's absolutely worth it.
He's giving a ball. He's giving a ball. He's giving a ball. He's giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Let me see one of those.
Well, imagine running into you here.
You're not going to tell my mother, are you?
You know I've got your back. Read it and weep.
Every eligible young maiden in the kingdom is hereby commanded to attend her introduction to the prince.
It takes a lot to perform a musical, but each member of the show found their favorite aspect.
The best part about doing a musical is definitely the rewarding feeling that comes after, because months and months of work go into something really incredible and making so many people happy and something other people can enjoy, and it's a really great feeling.
The best part is just kind of like the bonds that you make with the people, like Maggie. We're like inseparable now, but it's so fun. Personally, I think the best part about doing a musical is getting together with a group of people who all love the same thing that you do, and making not only music but putting together dances and acts and bringing something to life. It's so much fun.
This year, the cast was excited to perform a different type of musical than they have in the past.
I did 9 to 5 and Young Frankenstein, which were more upbeat musicals and a little bit more saucy, I guess. But this show was so much fun to do. It was a classic, so being able to play a role like Cinderella was a huge honor, and it was so much fun.
This show is very different because for the first time it was more of a dramatic play. I mean, although there was comedy elements to it, it was more dramatic than the other shows that we've done. So it was a bit different, acting differently than I would for a comedy.
Overall, the cast had a blast and is looking forward to what's in store for next year's productions.
For WHTV, this is Maggie and Alyssa.
The students at our school have some real talent.
Yeah, not even just on the stage, but on the athletic field as well. Last Wednesday, seniors Jenna Fiore and Brennan Kittredge both signed their national letters of intent to play Division II and III athletics in college. Brennan committed to St. Joseph's College in Maine to play soccer, and Jenna committed to Long Island University in New York to play field hockey. Congratulations to both of our seniors on furthering their athletic careers, and best of luck in their future endeavors.
Wow, it must feel good to be prepared for next year. It's also even more exciting that they're continuing with their sports as well.
I know, they've worked really hard, and it's great to see that it's paid off.
I heard Jake Bullard has also been putting some work on and off the field to further his baseball career.
Isn't he a junior?
Yeah, but I think he made a verbal commitment last year. Josie and Matt talked to him about it.
Let's see it.
Our school is full of tremendous athletes. Throughout all sports, we have great sportsmanship and competition while representing Warrior Nation. A handful of these athletes stand out amongst the rest and get the attention of colleges. One of these said athletes is junior Jake Bullard, who plays baseball here at Winnicott.
I'm Jake Bullard and I play third base. I started playing baseball when I was 3 years old. I started playing competitive baseball when I was 9 years old, and my dad introduced competitive baseball to me, so I started playing. I played with a lot of kids from the younger grades and during the Seacoast when I was 9, 10, 11, and 12. I gotta owe everything to Steve Albieri, Scott Bullard, and Dave Lafredo. They taught me everything I know. So my dad kept me motivated to play baseball. He taught me everything I knew from the basics to now. He's helped me with everything. I guess when I was 14, I hit my first home run, and I made a diving play when I was at a tournament in, I think, New Jersey or Florida, one of those two, and I knew I could go somewhere from there. We started talking end of freshman year, going into sophomore year, and we were talking for about 2 months, and then they finally asked me to go out to Ohio, and then I met all the coaches, played in front of them, and then after that they offered me in January of my sophomore year. It was my first offer. I really liked the campus and the coaches were amazing, Jason King and Tommy Chase. I had other schools that I was interested in talking to, but I just pulled the trigger on Dayton because I liked it so much.
Last year, the Dayton men's baseball team record was 21-29 against teams such as High Point, George Washington, Virginia Tech, and Fordham. Collectively as a team, they had 442 hits, 234 RBIs, and 36 home runs. They also had 361 strikeouts and only let up 43 home runs on defense for the year.
Senior year, I think I'm leaving sometime in July to just go down early, start training with them, and take summer classes so when the season comes around, I don't have to take as many classes.
Joe Allen, a freshman here at Winnicott, has been beside Jake throughout his baseball career as not only a teammate but also a friend.
I mean, he's one of the best leaders I've ever played with. He knows what he's doing on the field, of course. He hits the ball far, very far. He's one of the hardest working people I've ever met. It's been his dream since he started playing baseball, so I think he definitely can be a freshman starter at Dayton. He's that hard of a worker.
We wish Jake the best of luck in his college baseball career and wherever else the sport may take him. For WHTV, this is Matt and Josie.
Oh, that was cool. Good for him.
But you know what's not cool?
Huh?
Climate change.
What?
Last Friday, hundreds of students participated in a local youth climate change strike on Market Street in Portsmouth. Numerous signs, such as Planet Not Profit and Raise Your Voice Not the Sea Level, were used to get politicians on board with addressing issues on climate change. According to the website Fridays for Future, there were 28 similar events across the United States. These strikes were inspired by a 16-year-old Swedish activist, Greta Thunberg, who was recently nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for voicing her opinion on climate change.
That's so awesome. It's great to see young students doing such great things.
They're really taking initiative and tackling something important.
Speaking of students doing great things are really picking up at the school store.
I feel like most people don't know what goes on into making the school store work.
Good thing we just did a story on it and can inform everyone else.
Warrior Trading Post is one of the many electives offered here at Winnicott, and what most people don't know is that some of the products are designed and sold by students.
We decided to get a closer look to see what's being sold this year. Warrior Trading Post is a business class taught by Ms. Harris in which students can make and sell their products as well as run the school store. If a product was created by a student, it will have a white tag on it. They sell everything from clothing to school supplies. We talked to senior Seamus Fenlon, who has experience working in the school store.
As a student in the Warrior Trade Post class, usually just you run the store basically. So you'll make sure all the shirts and all the stuff behind you is looking nice, and you check people out, you bag all their stuff. You fold t-shirts and sweatshirts, sweatpants too. We have sweatpants. We just got some new hats too. We stack those up.
Ms. Harris was able to give us a little bit of information on the class.
Well, we don't have any formal prerequisites. Intro to business would be helpful so that they have an idea, because in the Intro to Business class, they design a product for the school store. They actually design the product, they come up with vendors, and they do a lot of the work that would kind of make it easy to put right into the school store. Others, if they have an idea what they want, as much detail as possible would help, and then we can find out how much it would cost and then figure what our prices would be and decide whether or not students would actually buy it from the school store. School store is open during lunches Tuesday to Friday. Monday, the class, the students are in the classroom and they're working on a simulation on retailing, and other times too, like parent conferences, and we've done some football games and the craft fair and just different events.
Make sure to come check out the school store during lunches. For WHTV, this is Maddie.
And Catherine. Maybe I should hit up the school store and get some more Winnicott gear.
Yeah, they've got lots of cool stuff I didn't even know about.
Want to go right now?
Right now? We're kind of in the middle of an episode.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Winnicott. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad.
What are you listening to?
La Bamba.
Sicko mode.
Saying that they're continuing with the. Whoa.
Holy moly.
I'm so sorry. Please go clear. Okay, stop doing that or it's gonna get added to the thing.
Okay.
Sit down.
God, why is nobody having as good of a time as me?